it in 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a nice warm morning it is out there.
Yeah, it feels very mild out there. Feels almost like an early summer morning.
Yeah.
And the good news is it's dry again today. Completely dry from sunrise to sundown. And as a matter of fact, a look at those current conditions out there this morning. 52 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, 52 Hamilton, 60 on Syracuse. Very balmy out there right now. And again, we're expected to climb into the mid-60s this afternoon. But recapping what happened last night, as I mentioned yesterday, the best chance for rain would be from this moisture-starved cold front that pushed through an area. And there it is. You can see it producing a brief rumble of thunder in Lewis County before it weakened and headed east. So that, again, was our best chance of seeing rain. We are looking at plenty of dry weather for the rest of this afternoon and this evening, with temperatures climbing into the mid-60s for highs. Dry weather continues tonight. We are looking at another nice day tomorrow before things turn cool, and we could be seeing some rain showers for the weekend yet again. We'll talk about that in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, final.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 5:12, and of course it's time to showcase our commute cast as you head to work today, and of course as you head home from your evening commute. Before we get to that, though, I want to showcase the last view of the moon. I zoomed in a little bit on our Nexus camera, looking far in the distance as it exits the frame out to the top right of the screen. But again, going back to what's going on here in downtown Utica, again, it's a mild start with temperatures in the 50s. And you can see here dry weather all along the Erskine Boulevard area at this point. And the moon, of course, you can see right there in the far distance. Now, again, this morning, dry weather across the area. Commute times looking pretty okay. No accidents to report at this point. You can see those drive times all across the Utica area right around average. Of course, nothing new to report here as well. Same thing if you're heading to Rome or to Mohawk along Route 49 or Route 5S. Roads looking okay, conditions good as well. And finally, if you're in Otsego County or heading north of Utica, either from Route 12 or Route 28, those drive times looking average. And again, this morning, a dry start, partly sunny skies, temperatures in the 50s this afternoon, mid-60s with still some partly sunny skies. So grab those sunglasses as you head out the door this morning. Gary?
Eric, thanks. More than 30 herds of dairy.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. This Thursday is starting out pretty mild with still some lingering clouds way up in the sky, but we're expecting partly sunny skies for most of the day and, of course, completely dry weather. A live look at Oneonta right now, a great shot of the morning sunrise. Again, it's getting earlier and earlier, so we should see this sunrise fairly quickly within the hour. It's currently 61 degrees, though, in Oneonta right now. Feels like an early summer morning out there. And across the rest of central New York, it's 60 degrees in Deansboro, 53 Westmoreland, 58 in Inlet, so very warm up there, 49 Dollarville, 51 in Little Falls. Into the south, 56 Sherburne, 54 in Cooperstown, and 52 degrees in Norwich. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A weekend front has since exited our region to the east, and that was our best chance of seeing rainfall here within the span of yesterday and today and tomorrow. So for now, we're enjoying completely dry weather and temperatures right around average into the mid-60s for highs. Winds, though, today are going to pick up a little bit. Wind speeds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. It's going to be a bit breezy, but enjoy the sunshine today. And again, if you have any outdoor yard work to take care of, today's looking great. So is tomorrow, but as is this typical weather pattern we've seen pretty much all of April and so far this early part of May, the weekend not looking so great regarding outdoor weather. Starting out dry, but we could start to see some rain showers develop by the mid to late afternoon and early evening. Another thing mentioned too, although we're not expecting any frost to take place over the next week or so, it's good to hold off again until Memorial Day weekend. That's usually the best time to do it anyways, though a lot of those of you who know pretty much that's the best time anyways. But you can see here, mid-May, typical final frost here in the Mohawk Valley. Early June, the typical final frost in the North Country Adirondack region. But for today, though, again, we're talking about 50s and 60s, sunshine, partly sunny skies, dry weather overall. And then heading into tonight, mostly clear to partly cloudy skies and lows falling down into the 40s. A backdoor cold front moves in Friday in some spots, producing some lingering fog. And then that burns off and temperatures climb, struggling into the upper 60s to low 70s. And so for today, high 65, partly sunny tonight, partly cloudy, a low 45. Your 7-day forecast. It's dry today and tomorrow. Rain showers return Saturday and Sunday. We dry out by Monday, and the rainy pattern continues by the middle of next week. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:23. Still ahead on Sunrise, the Federal Reserve making a predictable move in 24.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
With some good news for us 2 days in a row.
Yes, 2 days in a row, completely dry weather. We're looking at plenty of sunshine today, partly sunny skies and warmer temperatures too, mid-60s.
Yeah, you're bringing smiles to people's faces.
I'll try my best, at least with we're looking at a rainy weekend, so let's forget about that. Let's talk about the weather today. A live look outside right now from our camera atop Partwick College in Oneonta. We are seeing that start of a colorful sunrise down there in the city of the hills at this point. And again, we are tracking a mild start. Temperatures in the 50s, some spots as warm as 60. Matter of fact, Oneonta clocking in at 61 degrees this morning. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A moisture-starved cold front has passed through. You can kind of see the spotty remnants of that pushing through parts of Boonville and areas just south of the valley. But that was our best chance of seeing rain. It was overnight. For today, that front is all but gone. We're looking at partly sunny skies, temperatures climbing into the mid-60s. A bit breezy out there, but again, we'll take the dry weather for today, tonight, and tomorrow. But we are again tracking unsettled weather as we head into the weekend. We'll talk about the timing of that and that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Tensions on college campuses.
Welcome back. The time now is 6. I cannot see the time now right now, but 5:42. I thought we had an hour ahead, but time now to showcase our weather photo of the day today. And right now, how about a great picture submitted to us in Schuyler of a cat named Milo who is trying to attempt to swat the oranges on their small orange tree. An adorable shot right there. Now, they did say that eventually they decided not to swat any more oranges. So, again, a hilarious shot right here. If you want to submit a photo like this one, send it to the link on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics. This morning, well, it's a mild start. Temperatures are currently in the 50s and 60s. 61 in Whitesboro, very warm out there. 55 Outer Lake, 50 Little Falls, 53 degrees in Cooperstown. Still right around 61 degrees in Oneonta at this point. And again, it's dry to start right now. And as we look at the temperatures for the next few days, not too bad, very spring-like, right around average by early May standards. This time of year, those temperatures usually start out in the mid-60s. And tomorrow, a high of 71. Saturday, high of 64. A little bit of a cool down on Sunday with rain showers, a bit unsettled, but we warm back up again Monday and Tuesday of next week into the upper 60s to mid-70s. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The beginning of May is traditionally college decision.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. It is a very mild start in a lot of central New York this morning. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s. But it is pretty dry. We're not looking at foggy conditions in a lot of parts here locally. In fact, a lot of that dense fog is actually way out in the Hudson Valley near the New York City area. But alive like an Oneonta right now, we are seeing partly sunny skies out to the east and some sunshine for a lot of central New York early this morning as the sun is set to rise in a few moments. Current temperature, though, in Oneonta down maybe 2 degrees in the past half hour, currently at 59 degrees, which is still pretty mild. And across central New York, still a mild start, 50 in Little Falls, 58 in Deansboro, 56 in Westernville, 55 up in Otter Lake. To the south, 52 in Sherburne, 53 in Cooperstown, and 55 degrees in Skenevis. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. The rain showers have since exited our region to the east. What little rain showers there were from a moisture-starved weak cold front that produced a few rain showers, brief ones, in parts north of Boonville and just south of the Mohawk Valley early overnight. Throughout the day today, those temperatures climb into the mid-60s. Not too bad of a day, right around average for early May standards. Normal high this time of year is 64 degrees, normal low of 43. The only thing, though, today is the winds are going to be noticeable compared to yesterday. Wind speeds of 10 to 15 miles per hour lasting throughout the late morning, throughout the afternoon and early evening. But regardless of the wind, it's looking to be great weather to go out and do some yard work. If you weren't able to do it earlier in the week, you can go out and do some yard work or any outdoor activities today and Friday. Dry weather looks to hold up for both days. However, as we head into Saturday and the weekend, things are looking more unsettled, and even more so as we head into Sunday with cooler temperatures arriving. But even though we are looking at rain showers arriving, cooler temperatures, we are still not looking at any frost for the next week or so. But it's a reminder that even though it might seem like we are in the clear, it's always best to wait until mid-May to expect the final frost. Still, we could experience possibly a clear night, cooler temperatures surging in. So the safest bet in the valley is mid-May, early June in parts of the North Country. But to our Skycast, again, we're looking at upper 50s right now to as high as the mid-60s this afternoon with sunshine, breezy conditions, partly sunny skies by this afternoon and this evening. Then tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the 40s before a backdoor cold front arrives, bringing in some low-level clouds and foggy conditions in some spots. But again for today, a high of 65 degrees, partly sunny. Tonight, a low of 45 with partly cloudy skies. Your 7-day forecast, we've got nice weather on tap for tomorrow. Then here comes the unsettled weather Saturday evening into Sunday, cooling down a little bit too, just in time for the weekend. But of course, as with this weather pattern, as soon as Monday arrives, we dry out again with 60s and sunshine. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Well, with the nice weather.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
With good news for us again, 2 days in a row now.
Yeah, I figure I'm the good messenger. I'll bring some more sunshine here. And it's also pretty mild, too. 60 to start.
Boy, it's warm out.
Yeah, noticing outside, it felt like an early summer day. And it will feel like an early summer start, but it's not going to warm up to the 70s and 80s, more so just mid-60s.
Perfect.
But we'll take the 60s. In fact, look outside right now from the camera atop Hartwick College in Oneonta. We're seeing a nice, colorful sunrise. Currently, the temperature in Oneonta is still in the upper 50s. And in a lot of central New York right now, aside from the Hudson Valley, that's seeing a lot of fog at this point. We're noticing on our satellite cameras right now. But for the rest of our local area, sunshine and temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at a live radar. Recapping the past several hours, a moisture-starved cold front pushed through, bringing in some rain showers, at least spotty rain showers, if that, into some parts of the region. But that was our best chance of seeing rain, not only for today, but also for tomorrow. So enjoy the dry weather. If you have anything expected outdoors today, go out and enjoy it. Temperatures upper 50s to start, then mid-60s by this afternoon under partly sunny skies. Dry weather continues again tonight. And we are looking at another dry day tomorrow, although a little bit warmer, but yet again, things turn a bit more unsettled as we approach the weekend. We'll talk about that weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Finals get underway today.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:12. We take a look at road conditions as you head to work today, and of course as you head home on your evening commute on our Munson CommuteCast. Again, starting out this morning, a live look outside from locations all across the Utica area. Roads are looking pretty dry, and of course the sun is shining in a lot of spots. And besides the morning fog we saw yesterday, we were overall in a pretty quiet weather pattern for the next few days. So no impacts expected for travel as you head out the road this morning. Look at those drive times. First off, along I-90 and the arterial through Utica. Secondly, along Route 49 or Route 5S from Mohawk or to Rome, drive times looking pretty okay. In fact, a 10-minute drive from Utica to Rome along Route 49. And then finally, if you're heading along Route 28 into Cooperstown or north to I-90, drive time currently sitting at 34 to 35 minutes. And then lastly, heading north to Remsen or back on Route 12 north to Utica, drive times looking pretty okay. And so again, this morning we're starting out with sunshine, dry weather, a mild start, temperatures in the 50s and some spots 60s. This afternoon we warm up into the mid 60s and overall pretty dry weather. Let's enjoy the sunshine when we have it because, as we mentioned, heading to the weekend, unsettled weather will eventually arrive. We'll talk about that weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. May is Mental Health Awareness.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's a mild start with some sunshine across the area. Let's enjoy the nice weather while we have it because yet again this weekend is turning more rainy, as is with this pattern as we've been seeing the past few weeks. A live look from the GOES satellite way up in the sky, in fact up in the atmosphere, showcasing the clear skies all across the northeast following a weekend cold front. But that sunrise again just took place about a few moments ago. Currently sunrise sitting at 5:57. So zooming in to Oneonta, we can see that beautiful sunrise on the camera at Top Hartwick College. Great shot right there. And compared to yesterday, we're not looking at any widespread dense fog in those higher elevations. This morning, more dry air has moved in, preventing that from taking place. And those temperatures not falling too much, still in the 50s and 60s in a lot of the area. 56 in Inlet, 57 Westernville, 58 in Deansboro. A little cooler down in the Mohawk Valley, 48 degrees in Little Falls. And to the south, 40s and 50s, 52 Cooperstown, 56 Snevis. Oneonta down to 57. It was actually starting out at 61 early this morning. So that cold front is starting to show some of its effects, cooling things down just a little bit. And the radar is looking pretty dry and quiet this morning, and we're expecting the same throughout the remainder of the day today. Temperatures expected to climb into the mid 60s, right around average for this time of year. Normal high is 64 degrees. The sun will be shining. The only thing is it's going to feel a little bit breezy. Wind speeds right around 10 to 15 miles per hour throughout the day today. So a decent westerly wind, but overall not too bad of a day by early May standards. In fact, if you have yet to do any of that yard work outside, today and tomorrow are going to be your best bets. Completely dry weather from sunrise to sundown. However, the weekend approaches and so does more rain showers. And I think it'll start out dry early Saturday, but that low pressure begins to arrive by the mid-afternoon at the earliest, approaching a lot of the area by the evening and overnight. But to our Skycast, we're starting out with sunshine, mild conditions, warming up into the mid-60s by this afternoon under partly sunny skies, a decent westerly wind right there. And then partly sunny skies move in again this evening, partly cloudy skies tonight, and then we'll see a backdoor cold front begin to arrive from the east. And this could bring in some patchy, dense fog, primarily in the Hudson Valley region, but it could extend far into the Mohawk Valley before that morning fog burns off. And we're talking about temperatures climbing into the upper 60s to low 70s. Clouds will increase, though, and then we're going to be talking about some rain showers arriving as we approach the weekend. But for now, enjoy the dry weather. High 65, partly sunny skies, decent wind tonight. A low 45 under partly cloudy skies. Your 7-day forecast, we've got 60s to 70s the next few days, cooling down a little bit by the weekend, high of 58 on Sunday. But as soon as the weekend ends, we're back to sunshine and dry weather. with temperatures upper 60s and plenty of sunshine by Monday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. We are back with News Talk. This week is Canine Week at the State 24.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And it actually got a little bit warm out there yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, warming up and warm this morning. It felt very mild, felt like an early summer day.
It does right now in here, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, very kind of feeling humidity as well. And along with that too, it's sunny out.
Yeah.
And we're expecting more sunshine today. So let's enjoy the nice
The
weather.
bearer of good news you are.
I'll try my best, especially when we got nice weather out. In fact, a live look in Oneonta right now. I want to keep an eye on that sunrise. A great shot right there from the camera atop Hartwick College. And earlier on, Oneonta was at 61. It dropped a few degrees following that weak cold front. You could see the clouds in the far distance. It didn't have a lot of moisture with it, so it caused those rain showers to be sporadic and light. But the temperature this morning, 56 in Rome, 59 in Hamilton. Some spots dropping down into the upper 40s, but that's going to be the lowest we've seen so far from temperature reports across the area. In a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, you can actually see the time loop of the cold front pushing through. Again, not a lot of rain with it, and that was our best chance of seeing rain for the next day or even next 2 days. As across the area, sunshine to start, partly sunny skies by this afternoon, and temperatures climbing into the mid-60s. Following today, well, tonight, things cool down into the 50s and 40s with partly cloudy skies, and by tomorrow, a little bit warmer. But we'll enjoy the dry weather while it lasts because we are tracking a return to a rainy weather pattern yet again. We'll let you know exactly when that rain arrives in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Tensions on college campuses.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:40, and we're showcasing our photo of the day on this Thursday. And we got a great submission sent in by someone in Schuyler who were saying that their cat was swatting some oranges on their orange tree. The good news is they said that after attempting to swat at them, that eventually they decided that, you know what, they didn't want to swat them anymore. So good news, their orange tree is still intact. And of course, thank you for submitting this adorable photo. If you want to submit a photo like this one, send a link on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics, for your chance to have your photo featured every day right here on News Channel 2 at sunrise, and of course, News Channel 2 at noon. And those temperatures this morning, pretty mild to start, in the 50s, cooling down a few degrees with the passage of that weak cold front. 47 in Little Falls, 52 in Cooperstown, and 54 degrees up in Otter Lake. But besides that, we are still entering a pretty decent temperature pattern the next few days. 71 the high tomorrow. We're down into the 60s by Saturday, upper 50s by Sunday, so a little bit of a cool down, but that's temporary. We're back into the 60s and 70s by the beginning of next week. Gary?
Get out there today and tomorrow.
Yes, enjoy the dry weather while we have it.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. The beginning of May is traditional.
Dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. This Thursday starts out dry, pretty mild, too. Temperatures in the 40s, 50s, some spots 60s. But today, we're looking at plenty of sunshine and completely dry weather. A live look way up in the sky from the GOES satellite. And you can see all across the Northeast and surrounding the central New York region, plenty of clear skies. And the sunrise, of course, occurred at 5:57 this morning and continues to get earlier and earlier. By the end of the month, by the way, the sunset will be after 8:30. So we're going to get another hour plus of daylight expected between now and the end of the month. But zooming in closer up, in Oneonta, we are seeing that sunrise, which now looking at completely clear skies. That weekend front is way out in the distance now. That produced maybe a few spotty showers overnight, but that was about it. But regarding those temperatures this morning, some of our sky watchers checking in. Bob in Clinton with 60 degrees. Todd out in Westdale at 53. Mike in New Hartford checking in with 59 degrees. Up in the North Country, Bill and Sean in Old Forge Inlet checking in both with 57 degrees. And then to the south, 50s across the area. Stewart and Cooperstown, 55. Scott and Evanston with 51 degrees. And then, of course, Mark and Gary and Milford and Skeevis with both 51 degrees. And the radar right now is quiet and dry, and expect continued quiet weather throughout the entire day today with sunshine, mild conditions, temperatures in the mid-60s. So, of course, right around average for this time of year. The only thing, though, is it's going to be a bit breezy. Wind speeds roughly between 10 and 15 miles per hour throughout the day today. But besides that, enjoy the dry weather. If you're planning any outdoor activities or doing some yard work today, again, today's your best bet. Same thing for tomorrow. Dry weather sticks around for the remainder of the work week, but yet again, here comes more rain showers arriving by Saturday and Sunday for this weekend. And so in our Skycast, starting out with sunshine, a mild start, temperatures warming up into the mid-60s, winds picking up from the west. And then this evening, partly sunny skies to mostly sunny skies, and then following that, we cool down into the 40s with a backdoor cold front bringing in some low-level clouds and potentially some patchy fog as far as the Hudson Valley into parts of the Mohawk Valley. But that'll be temporary as we approach the afternoon. That fog burns off and warm up into the upper 60s to low 70s. And so for today, we're talking about 65 degrees for the high, partly sunny skies for tonight. We're down in the 40s with, yet again, partly cloudy skies. And your 7-day forecast, we've got nice weather the next few days, rain showers, and that'll be returned by Saturday and Sunday. And as soon as the weekend ends, we're back to dry weather with sunshine arriving by Monday, a high of 69. Gary?
Eric, thanks. We have News Talk once again.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
Get ready for 2 in a row, and tomorrow, possibly 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, you wore the right shirt today, nice, bright, and sunny.
Yeah, credit to my girlfriend who decided to that I should wear some sunny clothes for today because looking at more sunshine.
Yeah.
Nice weather, too. 60s, in fact. Let's take a look outside right now because we've got temperatures in the 50s this morning, a mild start and a sunny start. In Oneonta, a live look from the camera atop Hartwick College. And this morning, sunshine across the area, temperatures in the 50s. Binghamton currently sitting at 62 degrees this morning. And the radar is quiet and dry after a weak, moisture-starved cold front pushed through the area overnight last night, producing some brief rumbles of thunder in Lewis County, and then just a few random showers across parts of the region. But other than that, that was our best chance for rain for today and even for tomorrow, as we start out with sunshine, partly sunny skies by the afternoon, and temperatures in the mid-60s. Following today, well, we're dry tonight, and then by tomorrow, a warmer day with partly sunny skies yet again, but the dry weather comes to an end as we are tracking a return to some rain showers. We'll let you know exactly when they arrive in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Finals get underway today.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday. We are starting out pretty mild with sunshine, too. We're tracking dry weather throughout the entire day today. A live look in Oneonta. A difference compared to yesterday with all those clouds still sticking around for most of the day. Sunshine is moving in, and plenty of it for this afternoon and this evening with a current temperature of 59 degrees, a mild start to the day across the area. Sky watchers checking in across central New York. Bob and Clinton with 60 degrees, Todd and Westdale with 53, Mike and New Hartford with 59, Bill and Sean in the North Country also at 57 degrees, and then to the south, Stewart and Cooperstown 55. Scott and Evanston with 51 degrees, and same with Mark and Milford, and Gary and Skeevis both with 51 degrees. And the radar right now is quiet, and we're expecting quiet conditions for the entire day today and even lingering into parts of tomorrow. And those temperatures warming up into the mid-60s for highs. Overall, pretty nice day. The only thing, though, the winds are going to be noticeable, especially from the west. Wind speeds of 10 to 15 miles per hour across a lot of the areas. So regardless of the wind, if you have any outdoor plans, any outdoor yard work, get it done today, get it done tomorrow, because by Saturday, well, at least it starts out dry, but rain will develop as we approach the later half of the day. We're going to fine-tune the timing of those rain showers as we get closer to the weekend by tomorrow. On the Skycast, though, we're starting out with sunshine, dry weather, 50s, warming up into the mid-60s by this afternoon, breezy with partly sunny skies by this evening, and then partly cloudy skies by tonight. A backdoor cold front moves in Friday morning, bringing in some low-level clouds, but these will whisk away by the late morning, early afternoon, and we're tracking, again, partly sunny skies tomorrow with warmer temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. And a dry start Saturday, south wind, and then by the afternoon, rain showers will slowly start to develop, bringing in rain by the evening and overnight. So the weekend is looking more and more unsettled. But for today, though, a high 65 degrees with partly sunny skies. By tonight, down to the mid to low 40s, again with partly cloudy skies. Your 7-day forecast. We got dry weather tomorrow, a return to cooler weather and rain showers Saturday and Sunday. Again, Saturday starting out dry, then rain develops, lingering into early part of Sunday. Sunday, though, a bit cooler, a high of 58 degrees. So this weather pattern of rainy weekends and dry weather surrounding the weekends continues, because behind that, sunshine moves in by Monday, high 69, dry for the start of Tuesday, warming up to 74, and then rain arrives by the middle of next week.
Now, meteorologist Eric Gage joining us on a much lighter note, and plenty of sunshine out there today.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful out there. We open the windows here in the newsroom, and again, it's mild too. Temperatures in the 60s, and matter of fact, a live look outside from our Cavey Tower camera. I want to mention something too. So I've mentioned it in the newscast a few times. I'm doing a day-by-day time lapse of Oneonta and Cooperstown, so you can see the changing of the trees. And one thing I noticed is over the past few days, a lot more green has showed up. And based on my experience living here in central New York, the first week of May is usually when I start to see those green trees start to blossom. And take a look right here, a lot more green taking shape in Oneonta at this point. Still some gray on the hilltops, but within the next 5 to 6 days, maybe 5 to 7 days, we'll start to see a whole lot more of greenery. Currently, though, 64 very warm degrees in Oneonta, 66 in Rome, 63 in Hamilton with some lingering passing clouds, and the radar is quiet and dry, and we continue to see dry weather for the rest of the day today and tonight, with partly cloudy to partly sunny skies giving way to partly cloudy skies tonight. Still looking pretty dry. We've got another nice day on tap tomorrow, but then things turn a little bit on the unsettled side for the weekend. We'll talk about that weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The father of the
WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. We are tracking sunshine across the area with a few clouds in the sky and a great shot from our Nexus camera looking at the downtown Utica area. And of course, that beautiful backdrop right there with those puffy cumulus clouds and mild conditions as temperatures officially at Griffith and Rome currently sitting at 66 degrees. Dry air in place and winds have picked up, so a reminder that there is still a burn ban in effect and wildfires can spread very easily with low dew points and stronger winds. Just a heads up for that. But besides that, enjoy the dry weather and sunshine today, as well as the winds, which will be a bit on the breezy side for the entire afternoon and evening. They don't look to let up until later on tonight. But the radar, of course, is showing dry weather all across central New York. And those temperatures still going to be hovering in the upper 60s for this afternoon in the valley locations. A little cooler as we head up to the north, where a few clouds are mixing in once more. And regarding rain chances, you can see here, completely dry weather expected. If you have any outdoor plans today, like doing some yard work or just going out for maybe a, it might be early for the season, but why not have a cookout outside, make some burgers and hot dogs, enjoy the sunshine and 60s, although it's a bit breezy again, but dry weather continues for today and tomorrow. Not so much as we head into Saturday, especially later on. So if you have any plans early in the morning, I think we should be good, but the timing of the arrival of the rain is still a hit or miss with some of the data we're receiving. But with the warmer temperatures we're seeing in the next few days, we're not seeing any conditions favorable to have our overnight lows fall below freezing, but still a reminder that we had the potential. It's still early May. Our best bet is to wait until mid-May. Again, after Memorial Day is the typical go-to time to start putting out those plants, but you don't have to worry if you have plants or flowers in the ground to cover them, at least for the next few days for now. A reminder, though, that as we head into the late May, early June time, that's the final time that the Adirondack region sees its final frost. And so to our skycast today, breezy, sunny, and mild. Temperatures in the 60s. By tonight, partly cloudy skies. The winds shift a bit more northerly, then come to an end a little bit. And then following that tomorrow, we got a backdoor cold front arriving. This will shift those winds more easterly, bringing in some low-level clouds early Friday morning, originally in the Hudson Valley, then shifting into parts of the Mohawk Valley. Then those clouds will gradually start to lift. We'll see some sunshine, upper 60s, low 70s of temperatures, and then that dry weather remains in our area as clouds increase, and then we're going to be talking about the potential for some rain as we approach the weekend. But for today, though, enjoy the nice weather. 60s, partly sunny skies tonight. Lows falling down into the 40s, still under partly cloudy skies. And your 7-day forecast, we got dry weather today and tomorrow. But as if the pattern continues, we've got unsettled cool weather for the weekend. Rain showers. Temperatures starting out in the 60s Saturday, down into the 50s by Sunday. But as soon as the weekend ends, of course, Mother Nature decides, hey, want to have some sunshine. I know you want it for Saturday and Sunday, but how about Monday after the weekend? So we're going to have some sunshine before and after the weekend, not so much for the weekend itself.
Yeah, get out and enjoy it after work and then do stuff inside.
Or
over the
maybe,
weekend.
or maybe take the day off on Monday and work Sunday.
Push it.
Maybe push the weekend back a day.
Eric, thanks. Well, 2 local youth spots are open for business as we are now seeing great weather. The first in Kirkland, Savicki Farm Market on Route 12 opened its fields to those looking to cut their own flowers, something to think about for Mother's Day. The local farm has been taking part in You Pick tulips for about 5 years now. And the reason it keeps coming back, they say, is it's become a tradition.
So it gets people to come in and have a weekend before Mother's Day with the family, and you get pictures with the kids, and then, you know, you have a kid, your kid's a baby in a picture of the tulip, and your kid's a teenager in the tulips. It's kind of nice to have that thing, and it's the same with all the weekend events that we do.
And hopefully it won't rain too much on them, but if you try to head out there today, it's definitely going to be beautiful. So if you head out over the weekend, it might be a bit rainy. And just around the corner from there is the Westmoreland, the North Star Orchards in Westmoreland. They opened up their doors to tulip cutting as well. For more details on both of these You Pick events, you can visit our website, WKTV.com. Coming up, unloading.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Welcome back, everyone. It's turning out to be a very nice day. A bit breezy, but we're looking at lots of sunshine. As we take a live look at downtown Utica from our Nexus camera, we got blue skies in the background. Green starting to show up on the trees. In fact, a lot more green noticeable compared to the past few days, as the first week of May, at least in my experience, typically sees a lot more of the greenery in a lot of our area here in central New York. Currently 66 degrees at Griffiths Rome, 48 the dew point, so we got dry air in place, stronger winds, and with that is a recipe again for an elevated risk for wildfire spread. So a reminder that the burn ban is in effect, at least for the next few weeks. Around the state, you can see those wind speeds still primarily in our local area, a bit less to the south and the north with 12 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds at this point. And the radar, besides the winds, looking quiet and dry. And we're continuing to see this dry weather. In fact, we'll continue to see this warmer weather for today. Upper 60s, cooling down into the mid to low 40s overnight tonight. Rain chances non-existent. And then by tomorrow, we'll continue to see dry weather as well. So if you have any outdoor plans, I would say do them today, do them tomorrow, or yard work as well. Outdoor cookout, outdoor activities, anything of that sort. Enjoy the next few dry days, because by Saturday, things will turn a little bit more unsettled, especially in the late afternoon, early evening. We're going to fine-tune the timing of the arrival of rain, but regardless, we are expecting rain to arrive this weekend. But a quick reminder, though, as we are entering the next few weeks, the final frost around a 30-year average is typically mid-May here in the Mohawk Valley. Obviously, the great day to measure that would be for Memorial Day. But regardless, even though we are experiencing days where we're not going to fall below freezing, I would still hold off on those plants and gardens unless you have flowers already planted. In that case, you don't have to worry about covering them, at least for the next few days. But I still would not rule out frost, at least until Memorial Day. Our Skycast is showing breezy conditions, plenty of sunshine tonight. Clear to partly cloudy skies, lows fall back down into the 40s. A backdoor cold front brings in some clouds to start out tomorrow, especially through the Mohawk Valley near the Hudson Valley. But following that, the clouds lift. We'll see some sunshine, increasing clouds again in the afternoon, with temperatures climbing into the upper 60s to low 70s. And so for today, high 65, partly sunny to partly cloudy. For tonight, we're down into the 40s under partly cloudy skies. Your 7-day forecast. We got 60s Saturday and Sunday. At least Sunday a little cooler, highs in the 50s, back into the upper 60s by Monday. But the weekend's looking a little unsettled with rain. It's temporary though. We're back to dry weather by the end of the weekend into on Monday.
Get out there today.
Yes, today and tomorrow, great outdoor weather for even going and cutting some tulips.
Good point, good point. Well, Democrats in Congress say oil and gas companies.
Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Another gorgeous day out there, but a little windy today too, right?
Yeah, the winds have picked up. The air is dry. It's pretty comfortable out there, although the wind may make it feel a little bit uncomfortable, although it's not all that chilly out. Let's look at the current temperatures here. We're 66 degrees. Once we get over about 60 degrees, there's not really much of a wind chill anymore. We're looking at that west wind at around 12 miles an hour. The dew point is low. It's very comfortable outside. We're looking at dry conditions throughout the course of this evening. With dry air in place, we'll cool off tonight. That's one of our headlines here. We're going to drop down into the 40s tonight. Tomorrow is a great day to get your yard work done because as we head into the weekend, it's not guaranteed to stay dry. In fact, it looks like rain's going to be around late Saturday and for most of Sunday. Once again, another wet weekend ahead. We're looking at mostly sunny skies this evening, temperatures in the low 60s. Again, nice weather to finish out the work week. We're tracking a warmer weather as we look ahead, too. A look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A one-car rollover, tied up traffic.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're tracking a beautiful stretch of weather. It's going to continue for one more day before things change heading into the weekend. Take a look at this picture. This is from Peggy Ann Waldron in Waterville. Beautiful shot there, the dandelions in full bloom. This kind of reminds me, remember the old Windows background? Looks pretty similar to that. Nice contrast in color and absolutely stunning picture. We always appreciate your photos here. You can keep sending them in, weather at WKTV.com, or you can message us on Facebook. Pollen count remains high. You can see all those dandelions out. Well, there's a lot of flowers out, and that also means a lot of pollen in the air. We are in the peak of the pollen season for the next couple of weeks. It stays very high tomorrow. The levels get knocked down. Of course, we have some rain in the forecast. That's what's causing the levels to drop by Sunday. We're looking at medium levels and then back to very high levels by Monday. Beautiful sunshine today. We've had a breeze in the afternoon. The breeze will settle down as we head into this evening. A current temperature of 66 in downtown Utica. Again, dry conditions across the region. Looking to do yard work, tomorrow's your best bet. As we head into the weekend, we're expecting rain to return. You might be able to get out and do some work on Saturday morning, but then rain arrives in the afternoon. Sunday looks close to a washout. So again, I think your best bet would be Friday and early Saturday. Temperatures across the region in the upper 60s. Again, a very pleasant afternoon. Little Falls 70, Dolgeville 68, 63 degrees in Deansboro. Across Southern Valleys, Hamilton 63, 72 in Sherburne, and Oneonta with 64. We have high pressure that remains in control of our weather. The next weather system approaches from the west, a very slow-moving cold front that will be arriving as we head into the start of the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear skies. On the cooler side, compared to the past several nights, we'll drop down into the low to mid 40s. Some patchy fog develops as we get into Friday morning. That should burn off in the mid-morning. We're expecting to see partly sunny skies. A warmer finish than today with highs in the low 70s. The weather remains dry tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. Saturday morning, some sunshine early, and then the risk for some rain showers arrives later in the day with high temperatures climbing into the low to mid 60s. Tonight, we're looking at partly to mostly clear skies, low of 45. Tomorrow, a mix of sunshine and clouds. Temperatures climb into the low to mid 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Scattered showers on Saturday, especially late in the day, 64. Much cooler Sunday, 56, more of a steadier rain. Back to sunshine Monday and Tuesday with a return to rain. Temperatures next week remain above average. You're usually in the mid 60s this time of the year. We'll be a little bit warmer than that.
I think we're all pretty above average around these parts. All right, thanks, Bill. Millions of U.S. children are living with anxiety. Meteorologist Bill Curtis, what are we talking about the wind for today?
Well, it's been a windy day. We want to talk about what causes wind. Wind is a force in the atmosphere. It's an imbalance of forces, and the biggest imbalance in force typically is change in pressure. High pressure to low pressure is where we often find our wind direction moving towards. Think about a can of soda. As you open it up, the pressure goes down, the air moves out of the can. In the atmosphere, these areas of high pressure are very similar to what's inside of the can, and low pressure is outside of the can, so that wind tends to move around in the atmosphere this way. In the springtime, the heating of the ground is another way to generate wind. All of that air rising higher into the atmosphere is replaced by cooler air aloft, and that strong spring sunshine can cause a lot more what we call mixing in the atmosphere, especially when you have cooler air aloft like we do today. We'll have a look at the air-filled battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. It remains dry over the next about 24 hours or so. Temperatures in the 70s tomorrow, and then it cools off for the weekend as rain returns. If you're taking the dog for a walk this evening, the winds will calm down as the sun gets lower in the sky. We'll get less of that mixing. Temperatures will be in the 60s. Tonight's featured dog, Brody from Salisbury. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We've got a look at the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Abraham House in Utica.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A gorgeous day today. We had a wind in the afternoon, but we've been seeing plenty of sunshine. It's a live look in Oneonta, temperature of 64 degrees. It remains dry this evening as well as tonight and early tomorrow, actually most of tomorrow. Check this out. This picture, a black bear walking around in Lee Center, probably waking up from hibernation. This video was sent in by Lisa Davis. Usually they don't like people. They just like to be left alone. So if you ever see a black bear, just leave it alone. And by the way, of all the hikes that I've done in the Adirondacks, I've never actually seen a black bear in person. I've seen lots of evidence of that. But yeah, we can occasionally spot them in our area. We've had sightings, several sightings over the years, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. Live look at the air-filled battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things look quiet. Looking to do some yard work. Tomorrow is the best day to do that weather-wise, or Saturday morning before the rain arrives. We're looking at another widespread rain event for the weekend, and the timing looks to be generally Sunday, at least the steadiest rain that we can expect. Our sky watchers checking in the 60s, 66 in Clinton, Barneveld 64, Cassville 63, Fairfield 66. A little bit cooler to the north, extra cloud cover, Old Forge Inlet in the 50s, but it's close to 70 in Westford, Schenevus 72, and Worcester with 65. An area of high pressure continues to drive our weather locally, but that will be replaced by an area of low pressure to the west. This area of low pressure will bring clouds and rain as we head into the start of the weekend. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. It looks cool. Overnight lows drop into the 40s with some patchy fog developing late. We'll start out tomorrow with a mix of sunshine and clouds. A beautiful day. Less wind compared to today, and also warmer with highs in the low to mid 70s. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies, a dry start to the weekend. Saturday morning, we might see some sunshine, but like last Saturday, the clouds arrive along with the rain, especially later in the day. High temperatures in the mid-60s. Mostly clear tonight, low 45. Generally nice day tomorrow, mix of sunshine and clouds, temperatures in the low 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Rain this weekend, especially late Saturday and most of Sunday. Sunday's high only 56. Monday back to sunshine, 69 into the 70s on Tuesday. Rain returns as we look ahead to Wednesday and early Thursday. We'll be right back.
First look at your forecast at 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Beautiful day today. We've had a wind in the afternoon, and it continues from the west at around 12 miles an hour, but we got up to 66 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. Very comfortable day, and we have low humidity too. The weather will stay dry for another day, so if you need to get any yard work done, tomorrow is a good day to do that as well. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, all is dry. We're tracking cool conditions tonight. Overnight lows look to drop into the 40s. So cooler tonight than the past couple of nights. Another dry day tomorrow. And we are tracking some rain as we head into the weekend. Things are going to change. It looks like that rain arrives late Saturday and lingers for most of Sunday. This evening, temperatures in the 60s, mostly sunny skies. We're taking a look at the pollen count, what this nice weather has done with that. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A one-car rollover tied up traffic on Genesee.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. A beautiful day today. We're going to see some nice weather tomorrow before things change over the weekend. Live look at downtown Utica, temperature of 65 degrees. We've had a breeze this afternoon. The breeze will subside as we head into this evening. We're looking at light winds tonight. We won't be dealing with the wind as much heading into tomorrow. Beautiful day. This is spring at Waterville from Peggy Ann Waldron. You can see the dandelions are out. This is a great picture. A nice contrast between the sky and the fields here. And with all of those flowers coming out, as you can imagine, the pollen level is high and it will remain very high for about the next 24 hours. Rain returning late Saturday will help knock these levels down, but it's only temporary. By Monday, the pollen gets high again. We're just in that time of the year over the next couple of weeks where we see a lot of pollen in the air. The levels will start to come down as we head closer to June. Of course, it also changes too. You get more grass pollen as well. So we take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's quiet. Again, tomorrow's a great day to do yard work if you haven't gotten a chance to get it done this week. Looks like tomorrow is a good day to do that. Saturday, early in the day, and then rain returns Sunday, late Saturday, and lingers into Sunday. Sunday does not look to be a favorable day to be outdoors. Our sky watchers checking in. Helen and Cassville, 63 degrees. Barneveld, 64. Fairfield, 66. Inlet, 57. 72 in Skenevis. Temperature of 68 in West Lawrence. The radar and satellite image shows an area of low pressure approaching from the west. This is going to be our weather maker for the weekend. It's a slow mover, and it's a cold front, and again, that arrives late Saturday. Tonight, cool. Looking at partly to mostly clear skies. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. Some patchy fog is possible early in the day, but it doesn't last for long. We should see some sunshine. A warmer day despite a cooler start. High temperatures in the low 70s with winds turning into the south. Heading into tomorrow night, looking at partly cloudy skies. Saturday starts out dry, maybe some sunshine early in the day, but clouds return along with the rain, kind of playing out similar to last Saturday with the second half of the day looking wet, and that rain looks to linger into Sunday. Mostly clear tonight, low of 45 tomorrow. Partly sunny skies and a beautiful day. Temperatures in the low 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers over the weekend. Cool on Sunday, 56. Sunshine's back Monday and Tuesday. We warm up. We'll be into the 70s with our next chance of rain on Wednesday and into early Thursday.
All right, thank you, Bill. So look up on News Channel 2 at 6. We're going to hear from you. Let's look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. What you got here?
Bald eagles sighting. This is Bill Patterson, Delta Lake State Park. Beautiful sighting, beautiful bird.
Oh, yeah.
I know they have a nest somewhere along the lake. I've gone kayaking there a few times, and I wonder if it's the same one I've seen.
I bet you it is.
Yeah,
I bet you it is.
Pretty nice to see this on a beautiful day.
Gorgeous.
Birds continue to make the way into central New York as the weather continues to warm up. Our temperature is currently 55 degrees. It is going to be pretty cool tonight. We're expecting overnight lows to drop into the 40s thanks to clear skies and dry air in place. A light wind from the west at around 3 miles an hour. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Looking pretty quiet out there. Again, the weather remains dry as we head into tonight. Some patchy fog is possible. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-40s. It's dry Friday, but the weather turns wet as we head into the weekend. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We are taking a live look in downtown Utica. It is a cooler night tonight compared to last night. So yeah, temperature of 54. I think a lot of places will make their way into the 40s here tonight. Beautiful spring day today. Take a look at the flowers coming out. The daffodils in force. This is in Waterville. It kind of reminds me of that old Windows background. You know the one that I'm talking about with the rolling fields and the blue skies. This is a great capture in our local area from Peggy Ann Waldron. The flowers, of course, coming back to life also means we deal with a lot of pollen. Levels will be very high tomorrow. The rain over the weekend, while a lot of us aren't fans of it, it will at least help with the pollen count. It drops as we head into the weekend and then returns on Monday. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, it's dry across the region. Best day to do yard work tomorrow, at least over the next 3 days. If you haven't had a chance to do anything of it lately and you need to play catch up again, I think tomorrow's your best day. Saturday early in the day should be okay, but it's questionable in the afternoon and evening with rain on the way. I think the best chance of rain will be on Sunday. That looks to be close to a washout. Generally clear skies, cooling off this evening. Temperatures in the 50s now. We'll drop into the 40s overnight. Next weather maker is expected over the weekend. This very slow-moving cold front arrives Saturday, brings clouds and some light rain, and it's in no hurry to leave, which means we deal with it for multiple days. Tonight, mostly clear. Overnight lows drop into the 40s. Some patchy fog is possible first thing tomorrow morning. It's not expected to last very long. We'll see a return to sunshine. Temperatures climb into the low 70s, so a very pleasant Friday. We remain dry Friday night. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. And then Saturday starts out with maybe some sunshine, and the clouds will gradually work in, and we are expecting a few light rain showers here heading into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Tonight, mostly clear, low 45, a cool night ahead. Tomorrow, partly sunny, pleasant, mix of and sunshine and clouds. Less wind tomorrow compared to today, and also warmer in the afternoon despite the cooler start. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, dealing with rain over the weekend. Saturday looks to be the warmer of the 2 weekend days, only in the 50s Sunday. Back to sunshine Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures in the upper 60s Monday, low 70s Tuesday. More rain in the forecast on Wednesday and early Thursday.
Up and down like it is normally at springtime.
That's true. Also, too, a reminder, if you're wondering what that box in the bottom right-hand side of your screen is, you're going to be seeing that pretty much every time during weather. That's a way you can download our Storm Tracker 2 weather app.
So you just take the phone, put it up to the TV with your camera, click, and it'll download. Look, there it is right there. So
right there.
you would run right over to the camera, click, boom, done.
Free. Very helpful during severe weather season, too.
Yeah.
You can customize it. You can put whatever warnings you want, whatever
Stop.
information you want.
All right, you're going to have to show me how to do that. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, lawmakers unveil a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. That this was caught on camera is really cool.
Yeah, this is a bald eagle flying across Delta Lake State Park. Beautiful capture by Bill Patterson.
Nice job.
Beautiful bird. I've been kayaking on that lake, and I've seen the nest. So I wonder if it's the same one. There might be more of them.
Oh, there could be, but I
Yeah.
bet you it is.
Yeah, it's nice to see this on a nice day. The animals are active as the weather gets warmer. Temperatures this evening cooling off. We are sitting at 52 degrees, clear skies. The winds have gone calm, which is nice. It's been a windy day today. We won't be dealing with as much wind as we head into tomorrow. Again, looking at dry conditions on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Skies will remain clear as we head into tonight. There could be some patchy fog late tonight into early tomorrow. We're looking at overnight lows in the mid-40s. So a cool night ahead, a dry, beautiful Friday, but the weather turns as we head into the weekend. We're going to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, the United chapter of the Daughters.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. A pretty quiet night tonight. Noticeably cooler already. We're down to 53 degrees. We'll drop into the 40s here as we head into tonight. Beautiful pictures continue to come in. This picture from Peggy Ann Waldron in Waterville. Look at how gorgeous this is. The contrast between the blue sky and the dandelions, really nice. This also kind of reminds me of, remember the old Windows background? It looks like that too. With all these flowers that are in bloom, it also leads to high levels of pollen. They've been very high lately with dry weather. The levels start to come down here as we get into the weekend because of some rainfall. So there is some positive to the rain, especially if you suffer from allergies. The pollen count starts to climb again as we head into Monday. Dry conditions on the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. If you have yard work you've got to get done over the next couple of days, tomorrow is going to be your best bet for the best weather. Saturday you can get it done early, but some rain is expected later in the day. And Sunday right now is going down as a washout. I don't think that's going to be a great day to be outdoors. Clear skies in place again. We're cooling down into the 50s, already 46 degrees in Hamilton. And again, I do expect temperatures to continue to fall into the 40s region-wide tonight. We've got our next area of low pressure that will approach from the west. This will bring us rain showers and clouds as we head into the start of the weekend. It's dry and generally sunny until then. Clear skies, of course, tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. We start out tomorrow morning with some patchy fog early in the day, but it doesn't last for very long. Temperatures are expected to climb into the upper 60s to near 70 with the south wind. Tomorrow night, the weather looks to remain dry. Saturday starts out dry, and then clouds and some rain showers will arrive from the west. It looks pretty similar to how last Saturday played out. Again, a dry start and a wet finish. We're expecting more rain showers to linger into Sunday. Mostly clear tonight, a little bit of patchy fog late, 45 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, beautiful day, less wind too. High temperature of 74. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Showers return late Saturday, 64 for the high. Mid-50s on Sunday, the coolest day of the next 7. Partly sunny skies return Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures climb into the upper 60s to low 70s. Rain showers Wednesday and early Thursday.
And you see that little code at the bottom? When you've got severe weather, that's the best thing to shoot right there.
Yes, a very easy way to get to our Storm Tracker 2 weather app, which comes in very handy during severe weather. You can get warnings on your phone. You can get, it'll detect if lightning is nearby your location, which is, if you're outdoors, it's great.
And it's one of the best 4-letter words you've ever going to say.
Free?
Free.
That I can say.
That you can say on television. Thank you, Bill. Coming up next, lawmakers